and part 3, recovery. So we started with an introduction. We talked about metacognition as our base, the ability to make your thoughts an object of attention, and about attention as being something you can build, focus, and strengthen so that you can use it skillfully from task to task through the day. Now, in part 3, we look at recovery or rhythm or rest. It doesn't matter, right? The basic function of mind is that it works from task positive. I'm on this job, I'm giving it 100%, into what we call the default mode. There's a rhythm between task positive and the relaxation, recovery, rejuvenation that happens in the default mode. A healthy mind moves from task positive to default in a rhythmic way. In ADHD, in autism, in depression, in anxiety, in schizophrenia, that rhythmic movement between focus and rest disappears. So what does that mean in terms of some practical steps we can learn? Right? I think of this as reclaiming your consciousness. So instead of going from thing to thing to thing to thing and slowly wearing down the battery of consciousness, so you're really becoming a reactive person, you're actually stepping back. You are reclaiming your mind, its clarity. Step 1, you've got to know the limits of full and focused attention. If you can pay attention in a meeting for 15 minutes, don't make it a 30-minute meeting. All right, so start to work your day in little bursts of attention. That way you can move to step 2, which is, you know, that I'm going to work hard for 15 minutes, then I'm taking a break, making myself a cup of coffee. It's a reward, it's a social time. So you work hard, you take that break, you rest, recover, you allow the brain to move into the default mode. You're not fiddling on your phone so that you come back to the next task ready to go. Third point in reclaiming your consciousness is you have to perfect your sleep and consider power naps. This is a nightmare for many people. I could weep for what I hear on a daily basis. Please take time to study what your body needs, what your mind needs for a perfect sleep. And that'll be a combination of timing. What's your time to go to sleep, to wake up? How long do you need to be asleep? And how do you start building the right rhythm between deep sleep, your core sleep, and your dreaming sleep? And your final point, I do think there's still real value here. Try to build a meditation habit into each day. I think it's perfectly adequate to start with 5 minutes, and we can all do that. So as I've said before, meditation has a 2,500-year history. We know it creates the Olympic athletes of the mind. If you can do it more or less every day for 5 to 10 minutes, you are going to start to get what we call trait changes in your brain and in your mind. You become calmer, inflammation reduces, you sleep better, you'll have better attention control, your rest is more thorough and full. You're able to switch attention, you'll be able to control emotion better, you'll be able to have better empathy. So it's a no-brainer. And I think if you chose the morning time to build that in, that would be a really excellent investment.